Hello, my name is Michelle and welcome to my channel, Michelle's Melancholia. Today I have part 2 of my end of the year book haul, and actually there's gonna be a part 3 because it was just too many. But anyways, right now I have about 10 books that I acquired all in the month of November. And as I've mentioned before, November was my birthday month, so of course I got some lovely birthday presents. And the first one I've already shown, it is The Book of the Most Precious Substance by Sarah Gran. But the reason I'm including it here is because I forgot to show you a really cool part of this, and it is that my friend, when he bought it for me at an independent bookshop here in Edinburgh, I think it's called Type Wrongers. The shop asked if he wanted to have the book stamped, and he said yes. So they've actually added this beautiful customized stamp, so it is extra special. Then my partner got me this beautiful Midnight Mass book. So Midnight Mass is probably my favorite TV show that I have ever watched. And this book just contains a lot of information about the show, as well as like a bunch of photographs and the process of how the series was created. And it's just so beautiful. There's information about the characters, about the locations, about different scenes, not only about how they were actually shot, but also how they were conceptualized. And I'm just super excited to have a day off where I can just sit down and just go through it. And look at all the little details that I'm sure are included here. And the last birthday present is the one I got for myself, which is that I finally bought Paperbacks from Hell. And they actually have the audiobook for this, but obviously this has so many nice photos that it's really worth having the physical version. So what I'm imagining is one day make like a huge coffee, maybe some snacks like popcorn, and then just sit down on my sofa listening to the audiobook and reading along for hours. I feel like that would be the best day. Then I have 2 books that I received as gifts. These were not for my birthday, but it just coincided that it was around that time as well. And what makes this really special is that both are from people that I have met through YouTube. The first one is City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, and this was from a viewer, Jason Kirk. So Jason, thank you so much. And he asked me if I would like to have this book because it takes place in Edinburgh. And because I'm always going on about how I love reading about books set in Scotland and especially set in Edinburgh, he thought that I might like it. And I've actually just started reading this and I'm really enjoying it very much. So thank you again. And the second gift, I actually won it on a giveaway, which I've never won anything before. So I was really excited about it. And it is from Michael, and he has a YouTube channel. It is Horror Gardener. And it's a really great channel. So I'll encourage you to go check him out. And it was a really cool giveaway because he had a very long list of books that the winners could choose from. So I got to pick the book I wanted, and I chose What Dreams May Come by Richard Matheson because I want to read more of his works. I've only read I Am Legend and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to see what else he created. And from what I understand from the description I read, it's about the afterlife and love in the afterlife. I don't know, it sounds kind of intense, a little bit dramatic, but I'm very curious about it. So again, thank you so much, Michael. Then I have only one book that I bought new. This is a non-fiction called A Primate's Memoir by Robert Sapolsky. And it says that this author grew up wishing he could live in the primate diorama in the Museum of Natural History. At school, he wrote fan letters to primatologists and even taught himself Swahili, all with the hope of one day studying baboons in Africa. Oh my god, I actually hate baboons so much, but that's a topic for another day. Anyways, but when at the age of 21 his dream finally came true, he discovered that the African bush bears little resemblance to the tranquility of a museum. Exhilarating, hilarious, and poignant, A Primate's Memoir offers a uniquely honest window into the coming of age of one of our greatest scientific minds as he works towards being accepted into a lively troop of savanna baboons. Although I dislike them, they are very interesting as animals, of course. And primatology is just crazy cool to me because we're all like literally this far away from being any of the other apes. So I just feel like this will be very, very good. And I actually got this because I decided to join another book club. However, now that I've started building my January TBR, I realized I have too many book clubs that I was hoping to take part of, so I'm gonna have to narrow it down. But even if I don't end up reading this in January for that specific one, I'm definitely going to be reading it at some point, hopefully soon. Then I got two books from eBay. The first one is the Alien novelization, the first one, the original one, because I've been saying about how I want to read more alien books. Not more alien books, because I have read none of them. But I just don't know where to start, so I've decided I'm going to start with the first one and with Aliens Vasquez, and then I will explore the in-between. I just thought you couldn't go wrong with the original novelization, so I'll try that. And the other one is one Katrina Brown mentioned in her Paperbacks from Hell video that she did recently. I will link it somewhere. And it's one that I hadn't heard anyone talk about before, and it just sounded really, really creepy. It is Somebody Come and Play by Claire McNally. It's kind of disappointing because the cover she had, I'm guessing, is the version they published in the United States. It had like a really cool, creepy cover with like, I don't quite remember, it was like creepy toys or kind of like a circus or carnival theme. At least that's what it looked like. And the one I got, which is the only one I could find in the UK, it's kind of lame. Anyway, she said she enjoyed it and this was only like £3. So I decided to give it a try. And finally, I have 3 books from the charity shop. The first one is the Predator novelization. If I'm going to do the Alien one, I might as well do the Predator as well. I guess not much to say about this one. Then I found what seems to be a science fiction thriller. It is called The End of October. There is really no strong reason why I got this book. I guess it was just feeling seasonally appropriate, but the premise does sound very interesting. It says, at an internment camp in Indonesia, 47 people are pronounced dead with acute hemorrhagic fever. When epidemiologist Henry Parsons travels there on behalf of the World Health Organization to investigate, what he finds will have staggering repercussions. At the same time, the Deputy Director of U.S. Homeland Security scrambles to mount a response to a rapidly spreading pandemic leapfrogging around the world, which she believes may be the result of an act of biowarfare. And a rogue experimenter in man-made diseases is preparing his own terrifying solution. So basically, Henry travels around the world searching for a cure and for the origins of this seemingly unknowable disease. And this is actually from 2020. So we will see how much resemblance it has to the actual events that happened that year. And finally, I got this book, which I will confess, I bought it because of a gimmick that I will show you. It is called My Goat Ate Its Own Legs by Alex Barrett. But just look at what this book looks like. So it's like the skin of a goat with like a bite on it. And actually, I don't know if this is going to annoy me when I'm actually reading it. That being said, although this is what attracted me to this book, the description in the back sold it for me. It says, "This is not a collection of short stories. These are tales, darkly surreal, dangerously funny tales that teeter between the mythic and the not quite ordinary everyday worlds. Within these pages, you'll meet a pantheon of truly unforgettable characters. Death, God's ex-wife, and the eponymous goat that ate its own legs, to mention just a few. See inside the human abattoir, travel to the edge of the universe, discover the secrets of immortality and ultimate beauty, and visit hell itself. What more could you possibly ask for?" I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I thought it sounded pretty good. So I think that is where we will leave it for today. And I'll see you maybe next week or the week after for the final part of this enormous haul. As always, let me know what you think of any of these books. And I hope you're having a fantastic holiday season. I will see you on my next video. But until then, goodbye.